Hey, what's up YouTube? Sapper back with another Madden 18 video. For this video, we're going to be doing a review of Madden 18. Alright, so for this video, we're only going to be looking at the Madden Ultimate Team. As far as the rest of the game goes, I think I haven't played any of it, but I would assume that it's, just another Madden. There's new players and they have new stats, but generally it's the same game. There is the long shot, which is kind of like a story mode. And that was kind of fun, but the only reason I did it was to get the extra cards and unlock the extra challenges for the Madden Ultimate Team. All right, so the first thing that I would like to point out is, like every other EA game out right now, there are tons of microtransactions in the game. If we look at, just what's out right now for, I guess, Thanksgiving and Harvest Festival and all of that stuff, let's see exactly how much you would have to spend just this week to get everything. So right off we have 5,500 times 2 for the 11 times Harvest Team of the Week pack. Then we have plus 500 times 10, which is another 5,000 for the extra packs that you can buy. Then we have the 8 Legends fantasy packs. And those we have 1,500 each times 8, which equals another 12,000 plus the 16,000 we already had. We'll ignore the Color Rush uniforms. And we'll even ignore the Holiday GOAT Edition upgrade. Now, I haven't reached level 35 yet. So we'll just go off of what the current daily pack is. I don't know if that goes up or not. So then we have 200 a day, and we'll just take this times 7 days because we're looking at a week, plus what we already have. Let's see if there's anything else extra in here. This is unlimited, so we won't count this one. So then we have the Blitz token package. So then we got another 5,100 times 3 to get max of those. And then add that to what we already had. See if there's anything else that's limited on how many you can buy. There's this, but that's the Elite Team Pack and the Gold Team Pack. That's not really, that's kind of a starter, so if you were to start the game now, something to just kind of give you a little boost. So we won't even count those in there. Alright, so that ends everything that you can get just for this week. Now if we wanted to get everything for this week, it would be 44,700 points. Now if we go to add points, you can see that it's 12,000 points for every $100. So if we divide that by 12,000, in order to buy everything for this week, you would have to spend just under $400. And that's just in 1 week. Now, obviously, you don't need to buy all of those things. But for a game that, if you bought the GOAT edition, you've already spent $100 on the game. And then this is just 1 week, there's an extra $400 to spend. And all of these extra things aren't here every week, but these are Team of the Week packs, so those are. They just about always have a Legends fantasy pack because every week there's new Legends coming out. So the daily packs, that's every single day. And so the only extra thing in here is the Blitz package. And that adds maybe another $100, $150. So there's still at least $300, $250 to $300 every single week that you could possibly spend on, and that's not even like the gold premium pack that you could buy. That's all the Color Rush uniforms. That doesn't include any of this extra stuff that you could buy. So that's really that's a lot of extra money that, you know, kids, especially is who this is going for, the kids who don't have enough time to play or who have that instant gratification, they want it right now and they want to stay competitive, because that's really who they're aiming this towards. That's a lot of money that they're looking to spend. They're looking for them to spend, especially since this is a weekly thing. Now, if this was like a one-time thing and you could get all these players, and that would be another story. But, I mean, the players that you're looking, let's go look at the team of the week and see what exactly players you'd be getting from that. So if we look at the week 12 team of the week, you're looking at 93 overall players. So these aren't even, you know, max players. They're not even 99 overall. And at $400 for this week, and you're not even guaranteed that you'll get either one of these players. You could get the same card over and over again. There's no guarantee that you're going to get anything. So the amount of money that they're really looking to get people to spend it's pretty typical of EA, but it never used to be typical of gaming, and that's one of the big reasons why I stopped playing. So now if we look at all the different solo challenges that they have, you can see when the game first came out, I was doing all of the solo challenges. I did all of the level challenges up to level 30, because that was, you know, I haven't really played since they increased that. I haven't done any of the team leaders. I haven't done the team of the week in a while, mostly because you don't get enough from these to actually make it worthwhile. Even if these are dailies, I doubt you'd even get enough for one. The chemistry, I haven't done any of those. Didn't do any of the MUT heroes. I haven't done any of the new GOAT ones, mostly because I don't even think you can upgrade one player to max with doing all of these. I did the gauntlet up until the last one. So I could have done more of the gauntlet, but, you know, didn't. I haven't done the gauntlet Unleashed in quite a while, especially since they changed it. I noticed now that there's only the 2 challenges. There's not the normal one that you can do anytime, and then the one where you need special players. So you need special players every time. And then I've done a couple of the harvest ones, but not too many. I don't know if doing all of these, if you can get enough to get a player or not, but being that they have the things for sale, I highly doubt it. So now, when they had talked about how you could upgrade players and that they had the GOATs in there, I was really excited about that. But now looking at them, they're really kind of disappointing. So let's take Ray Lewis, for example. He started off as an 85, and then right away you could upgrade him to an 87. Now, going from 85 to 87, I spent probably $200 maybe. And I don't know how much of that was just on GOATs. So it might not have all gone there, but I upgraded all of my GOATs to an 87. But taking them all the way up, there's quite a bit more that you need for each one, and it only takes them up to a 90, so it's not like it's taking them up all that high. And then on top of that, they added 3 more GOATs, and those ones are the same to take them from, I think it's 87 up, but you still have to get the 87 versions, and to get the 87 versions, you either have to buy them again, or you have to unlock them with 40 baby goats each. And so that right there, you know, even doing the dailies every day, and you're still spending 400,000 coins probably on each one. So they're not really worth it for 90 overall players. Now the same thing with the legends. You know, a lot of the legends, like right now, they're only up to 94 overalls. So they're not really worth spending any money on, and there's no way of getting the legends other than getting lucky and getting a card there's no way to get them other than buying them from the auction or spending money. So they don't really have like a way of grinding and getting anything. The only way that you can grind and get stuff is to keep playing and play a bunch and get a bunch of coins and then buy them from the auction house. But in order to buy them from the auction house, somebody still has to pay money to get the cards in the first place. So if everybody that played the game didn't spend any money on it, nobody would be able to get any of these cards because they would be so rare that they would go for so much that nobody would be able to afford them. So really the only reason that stuff is as cheap as it is in the auction house is because people spend money. Now there is the Twitch Prime, and these, if you have Twitch Prime, then you get a free player every week, and then you get a player and a token so that you can upgrade them. Now the upgraded versions of these, I did upgrade some of them. Let's go take a look at one of the players that I had upgraded. So I have this Rodney Harrison who I upgraded. Now his stats, he has okay stats, but he has a 90 overall, and only his play recognition and pursuit are actually a 90. Everything else, like his man coverage is a 76, his zone coverage is a 89, his speed is only an 86, his acceleration is only an 89. So really, there's no reason that he's even a 90 overall card. They just put a 90 overall on there, but he's not actually a 90 overall. His stats are pretty bad. And for those who don't know, for all of the stats, there is a threshold at 91 where if you have a 90, for example, zone coverage, and you have a 91 zone coverage, the 91 will play considerably tons better than the 90. They'll break on routes more often. They'll play in the right spot more often, to where it's pretty much a night and day difference on them. So to have this 90 overall that you upgraded, and that's all the further you can upgrade them, and his zone coverage is only an 89, it makes it a pretty bad card. And so I haven't upgraded a whole lot of other ones. I think I have a left end I upgraded, but it's probably going to be the same thing with that. Yeah, he has one, his strength is at a 90, and that's it. So he's a 90 overall, but he's not a 90 overall. I don't understand where they come up with these overalls, because, all of his stats, if you look at all of them, all of his stats are low, bad. There's nothing, he can't be a 90 overall when he has two stats that are 90 and all the other ones are in their 80s. That doesn't make him a 90 overall. So that's really misleading on that. And so for that reason, I haven't upgraded any of my other ones, because I'm hoping when it gets later in the season that the Twitch Prime players that'll come out will be higher than a 83, so that they'll upgrade higher than a 90, so that they'll actually be worth getting. Because, the same thing, I have Rondé Barber that I upgraded, and he has 92 play recognition, which at least one of his stats gets over the threshold, but all of his other ones are pretty bad. So that really makes the Twitch Prime players really are borderline whether they're even worth getting, and they're definitely not worth upgrading. Now, as far as upgrading all the other players, you can upgrade a lot of other players also. So let's go check that out. I had upgraded some. So the Champ Bailey was one that I had upgraded. I have him upgraded all the way up to tier 4, which is only an 87, so not that good. But let's look at Derek Carr, for example. Right there. So I have him upgraded to a tier 3, so he was an 88. So the next one brings him up to a 91, which is pretty good, except in order to get that, you need the 90 overall team of the week at Derek Carr. And in the auction house right now, he's, I guess, cheaper than he was, but you have to buy this 90 overall so that you can upgrade him to a 91 overall. And pretty much all that he gains from that is the conductor. Now I can't see what his stats are, and we can't go look up what his stats are except for on MUT because he's not in the auction house. So I do wish that you could see the stats to see if it was worth it or not. But to just go from a 90 to a 91 just doesn't really seem all that worth it, because I doubt that his stats are going to go up that much higher. And the same thing with the rest of them. And, like the Khalil Mack, for example, he was already a 91 at 3, but he didn't get a tier 4 upgrade. Looks like he did. And that puts him up to a 92. And let's see what you need for that. But you still need the 91 overall to upgrade him to the 92. And that one is quite a bit more. Within the next month or maybe 2, all these players are going to be just ones that you sell, and especially these ones that you upgrade, you can't even sell on the auction house. So they're just going to sit in there and take up space. So I'm not too happy about that. Okay, so then there's also, you can upgrade and get Coach Madden. Now for that, you need to have a tier 3 of every single coach, plus you need 3 elite squad tokens. And to get the elite squad tokens, you need 10 gold squad tokens for each, so you'd need 30. And to get the gold squad tokens, you need the silver squad tokens, 10 of each. Now I think you get the silver squad tokens from winning. So if you look at that, 10 silver for each gold. Okay. And then we need 10 gold for each elite. So that times 10. And then times 3. So you need 300 total silver squad tokens just for that. Plus you need each one of the upgraded coaches. And for each coach, you need obviously the base coach, which you can go buy. For tier 1, you need 2 of the silver tokens. For upgrade 2, you need 3 gold. And then for upgrade 3, you need 3 elite tokens. So that's a whole lot of grinding of a whole lot of different stuff that you would have to do just to get that coach. So it's really nothing that's worth playing. And that's what it seems like that a lot of this game is. And even, something like that, it's not like you can just go to the store and buy that. You can go to the store and buy packs and sell those cards and then use those cards to buy everything, but you still need the 300 silver squad tokens. So that's still a whole lot of grinding that you have to do. All right, and then that's not even something that you can buy on the auction house, so it's not like you can just save up a bunch of coins and then buy it from somebody else, because any of the upgraded things are all non-auctionable. Now, as far as the actual gameplay, there's a lot of things that they said were fixed that were supposed to be better, like you weren't supposed to drop wide open picks, yet it still happens all the time. You weren't supposed to drop wide open passes, but that happens all the time. For my line is okay. Considering that all of the top players are 93 overall, my line, it's all, the lowest are 85, and I have a 91 and an 86 on top of that. So I have a decent line. Obviously not the best. I could definitely upgrade all of those, but I don't have a garbage line. Yet when it comes to going up, whenever I play head to head, they might as well be a garbage line. People just instantly get through. Usually, like if it's anything other than a slant or an out, I don't have time to even let them finish running the route before I have to throw the ball. And even though I have the 90 or 88 overall Derek Carr, he overthrows constantly. He makes bad throws constantly. So it's head to head. And part of it is I'm not that good at this game. but the head-to-head, it's I don't really have fun playing it. And some of it's definitely skill, but there's no skill when my cornerbacks drop wide open picks thrown directly to them. There's nothing skill about that. I shouldn't have to micromanage and control every single player on the team. I usually stick on Ray Lewis. Occasionally I'll do Brandon Marshall instead, but whenever I'm playing, it's usually Ray Lewis that I'm controlling. And I don't always switch to my cornerbacks or safeties. And my free safety and strong safety are both 90 overall. Then I have a 90 overall cornerback, an 88 overall cornerback, and then my other one that I usually have right now, I have this one on for that. But my other cornerback is usually Deion Sanders, who's an 87 overall. So I have good cornerbacks. They just, they don't play good when it comes to head-to-head. So there's really not a lot of fun with that. All right, so overall, I was really excited when Madden 18 was coming out. I had pre-ordered it. I got the GOAT edition. I got all of that crap. When it first came out, I was spending money, buying packs. I was playing constantly. But how far behind I fell and how quickly to all the players that were spending a lot of money, a lot more than I could, even if I wanted to. These people that had the 88 to 90 overall in the first couple weeks and whatnot, that were buying all the packs, you fell so far behind that, it wasn't fun. Just because, it's a lot of these, like if you go and look at these packs, some of them do, like this one, you can buy it with coins too. But the ones that have the bundles that have the good card in there too, you can't spend coins on those. Like the daily pack, there's the coin option, and then there's the points option. But the points comes with 4 of the Tomlinson tokens every day, whereas the daily pack just comes with 1. So it's, there's players that had at the time, 92 overall Tomlinson right away. When it comes to the legends, you can't spend coins with those. No, you can get the Blitz pack, but you can't get the bundle with coins. So there's a lot of things that you can't get with coins. So, all these things that come with all these extra bundles and all of the legend packs, and you can't get all of those unless you spend money on the game. So the fact that they have so much of Madden Ultimate Team locked behind points that you have to spend money on, that really kind of pushed me away from the game. So overall, if you haven't got Madden 18 by now and you're thinking about getting it, I would wait until all of the players are 99 overall, so that at least when you spend money, you're getting players that you're not going to replace. Or if you do want to play now, I wouldn't spend any money on it until you're spending money on 99 overall players, or at least 97 overall players. Because right now, spending money to get a 93 overall is just, you're wasting your money. And you might have like some of my GOATs that eventually I might upgrade one of these. But with how much it costs to upgrade each one, there's no way that I'm going to upgrade all of my GOATs. Just because it's too expensive to do. And even now you're only getting a 90 overall, I think, or a 91, so they're not even worth doing. So overall, I'm really disappointed with this game. I wouldn't recommend anybody get it, unless you don't want to play Madden Ultimate Team. But really, as far as everything else, the franchise and all that goes, I doubt that there's any changes from Madden 17 to Madden 18. It seems like a lot of the changes are just focused on Madden Ultimate Team. And, I would be okay with how much money that they charge for everything, all the microtransactions, if Madden Ultimate Team was separate from the Madden game and it was free. If, the next season started and Madden Ultimate Team, the next version of it came out and it was free for everybody, and then they had all these microtransactions, then, that would be one thing, because that's how they would make their money. But the fact that they're charging $100 for the game and then, $250 to $400 a week on cards for that, it's, EA's just really ruined a lot of games, and I think they're on their way to ruining this one. All right, so that'll do it for my Madden 18 review. If you disagree with anything that I said, or if you agree with anything I said, go ahead and comment and let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next review video. Thanks for watching. Until next time.